Looks like there are others out there in need of help.
Ta-da! Game full for now. So I'm just gonna like sit here and pretend it's not. Let's see. Maybe I should just see if. Going to sit here and watch her stream while I wait for access. Yay!
Wait, do you have a spirit box in there?
No spirit box.
No, I just grabbed it. Lights went out.
It looks so weird with the Ouija board. There's so many dots everywhere. Let's see. They have a 2-camera setup currently. And we'll see how long this takes. Do play-by-play action. Hauser's working on his squats, getting those calves nice and toned up. Jem is being a passenger princess in the van, and the cameras keep going out. Looks like his ghostie's playing with it. Oh, I know. That's what it did. That's what happened. Waiting is so much fun. didn't know how these things throw. I never throw them. I need to be closer for sure. I'm so bad at this. No one much further. Why? Why? But why? I did not knock these over. Walking through them did not knock it over. That must be possible. Dream of some of the best equipment would be great. Thanks. Someday. It'd be really cool if all the ghosts looked like these. Like the features that separate them. It'd make it fun. But then you'd be able to identify them really easily. But it'd still be cool.
So no ghost work, right?
Oh, that was loud.
Cross that off.
No ghost orbs, he says, for himself.
Cross off the dots, it doesn't change much. UV freezing temps and spirit boxes.
It's a mimic. It'd be funny if it was a mimic.
Alright, I'm trying again. Yearbook. There's that one in there, says spirit box. Hey, look at the radius on the sound thing. What? The whole fucking house, dude. Well, I'm good with the spirit. You good with the spirit? Maybe. Have a think of that. I thought mimics could mimic literally anything. I mean, I could go back and check freezing temps on UV. Might be that.
Who said it's not a serious guess? He might die. He died the last game because he wanted to play with tarot cards. And like his ass was so
unlocks the difficulty insanity.
Hell yeah.
I'm almost to level 40.
I hit level 40. Nice. Nice. Hello, Ruby. Hello.
Y'all have been grinding.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Still not any better at the game, but you know.
Sure. You're a professional in disguise.
Psych.
I fucking wish.
And turn y'all up so I can actually hear you.
Turn up.
Ooh, I can finally upgrade my flashlight to tier 3.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
The stuff I only will use when I play solo because, you know, I don't actually buy equipment.
Yeah, how much money do you have?
Well, that I'm upgrading, I'm gonna have none. But I had 14.
God damn, bro. We're over here fucking spending all of our money. I'm not buying shit when you're playing.
No, okay, because remember we did the other day, we finished the challenge, so I got like 5,000 on top of that. Like, that's where most of it came from. Don't worry about it. See, now I have 1,000. I'm broke.
Why did you pick
money.
Sunny Meadows?
We have done it in a while.
Because it's a humongous map and we always fucking die.
Well, alright.
I'm glad that you're confident in our abilities, but like, don't be.
Yeah, we've done nothing to prove to you that we're actually
Confidence
adequate at
is
this.
not in the question here, it's just nostalgia.
Wait, why does that make you nostalgic?
Mark Hall, people who are alone. Motion sensor, capture video, and incense while chasing.
Hauser, you still didn't answer the question. Why does that make you nostalgic?
Because I want to play that map again.
Okay, I feel like there's something deeper here you need to tell your therapist about. Let's go with that one. Oh, wait, do we? Voice recorder? No. Go with this setup for now.
It literally did not go off, but okay.
Sounded like EMF 5.
Well, I think you're just hearing things.
Maybe. Maybe I'm tripping.
You are.
I definitely just saw something walk across the backyard. Like, I wish I was streaming so I could prove that.
Across the backyard?
Yeah, for real.
Don't worry, the ghost no longer haunts inside, it only haunts outside. Try to figure that out.
EMF 5 in the garage.
Ghost orbs and EMF 5.
Oh, well, that was a terrible placement.
What kind of toy?
The voodoo doll.
Better put that shit in the garbage disposal.
I think I'm gonna go the other thing. Choom.
I hope the camera was set to record.
Doubt it.
Did you miss something?
Mr. Man was singing to us. Or humming?
Humming. Well, apparently Mark Hall likes people who are alone.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
I'm trying to see if I can pick up Mark Hall on the voice recorder.
The camera by the trash can needs to be fixed.
There's a camera by the trash can that needs to be fixed. Where's the camera?
I found it.
You could see a camera?
It was on the ground.
Insane. I looked on the ground. Oh,
Keep your car
he touched
off,
it.
Mark.
Where'd you touch it? I'm gonna check for UV. Where'd you touch it? Mark, where'd you touch the car? Do we have UV? Don't see anything? I don't think we have any UV. Mark Hall, where are you?
Mark, leave the car alone.
Mark Hall, are you friendly?
Marcus.
Marcus?
There's a potato. Where's the potato?
Mark Hall, how's it going? There's no UV on the car that you've touched now a few times, so I really don't think we're
People
gonna
who
get
are
UV
alone.
at this point.
Mark Hall.
I've been trying to talk to Mark. He doesn't want to talk, but you know.
He just keeps touching the car.
Mark Hall, how's it going today, buddy? Are you friendly? Yeah, you like your car. Cool.
Stop.
Nice that you like your car.
Stop touching your car.
Mark Hall, how are you today? Are you friendly? Mark Hall, we have a spirit box in here somewhere. We did, at least, that you could have talked to.
Mark, the spirit box is
it's right
here.
there.
It's next to your car.
Yeah, you could talk in the spirit box, or show up on some dots. You know, you could. Mark Hall. We know you're there, Mark Hall. What's up? You want to communicate with us?
Why do you have an axe? Mark.
We got a video
I don't think we're gonna
You
get
saw
freaking
it?
tips.
Yeah.
Did you see him, Jen?
Yeah.
I didn't see him. Even when I came over to film you.
That's crazy. Yeah, he was just standing like right here.
Huh.
We don't have ghostwriting marked through the book. I think it's an
What
obake.
do we have?
We have
What do we have at this
EMF5,
point?
EMF5, and Ghost Orb.
Okay.
Mark is not a die-in because that's a female ghost. So I think Mark is an obake.
I mean, never rule a Raiju out.
Yeah, but he didn't show up on dots when he was doing his little humming. And we don't have ghost writing because he threw the book somewhere.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The only thing... Oh, okay. Okay, Mark Hall, they're gone. It's just you and me. Let's talk. Are you friendly? Mark Hall.
Activity spiked to a 7, but is now at a 2.
Mark Hall, where are you? Mark Hall. Okay, you burned a crucifix. We can handle that. You burned a crucifix.
Out of 10.
Well, I'm out of death.
Who is dead?
Mark, that wasn't very nice.
Obake, 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 obake.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
I'm glad you guys
And when
figured
you
out
died.
what ghosty was. What about me dying?
Said first game back and you died. That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
it's goals. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some foodles and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let's go to 13, Willa.
Okay. You know what? I know that you're dying and everything.
Hmm?
I know that you're dying and everything, but you didn't even say you were proud of me for fucking making the president's list.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
President's list? What are you talking about?
for school.
Where's that?
It's for smart people.
Oh, I don't even think I saw that text. I was in and out of a coma. Can't get anything.
I like woke up and I had an email from school congratulating me for being on the president list again.
Well, congratulations. What was the what's the president's list?
It's if you have like a high enough GPA.
The president looks at you?
I guess so.
Well,
I don't know.
congrats.
The last time I was on the president list, which was like the last semester,
Dang,
a
was
new
that the fucking first time?
no, a New Jersey Congress person emailed me and congratulated me.
Holy heck.
Yeah.
Your favorite orange man's looking at you now.
I fucking shut up.
Well, congrats. Proud of you.
I apologize, that took longer than I thought.
It's okay.
And all I grabbed was 2 pancakes and 2 sausage links.
Breakfast for dinner.
Trisha Lee.
Take a closer look.
Patricia.
Yeah, without the puh.
Yeah, without the Ghost blow out firelight and incense.
Basement hallway.
What about the hallway?
Basement hallway.
That's like the scariest hallway. Patricia. You must.
Hey, I'm not familiar with this map.
You can get stuck in the Christmas tree when there's a Christmas tree in the living room.
Oops, don't throw things.
It was singing to us.
Activity 6.
Yeah, it was here. I felt its presence.
He was like right next to the. Well, he was like over.
Everywhere.
Like close to.
Like closer to the stairs.
So I'm moving everything.
Trisha Lee, how's it going? Are you friendly? Trisha Lee, are you friendly? Trisha Lee, you don't bark.
Freezing temps in the original corner.
Trisha, you're giving me mixed
Open
signals.
candles.
Anyone want to cleanse the area with incense?
I'll grab.
Trisha Lee, how's it going? Are you friendly? Trisha Lee, where are you? Trisha Lee, do you want to communicate on the spirit box?
Say again.
Sorry, bump up buttons.
Is cleansing the area one of the things?
Yeah, it is. Trisha Lee, where are you? Where's the light switch for down here?
In the hall more.
Down the hall more? Trisha Lee, would you like to use the spirit box? Or the notebook? Trisha Lee, where are you? Trisha Lee, are you
Jimmy
friendly?
at a 1. The only thing we need to do now is get the rest of the evidence and crucifix. People who are alone.
Trisha Lee, where are you? Trisha Lee, are you friendly? Trisha Lee, would you speak with me? Like nothing has happened.
prevent.
Did we get enough evidence?
Not yet.
No.
Because last I checked, it was ghost orbs and freezing temps.
Yeah, not yet.
Probably a manic. Just to curse you guys.
There was enough bacon for you to have bacon.
Babies. So you want to slice this?
Let's see.
I'll probably take two.
Trisha Lee, I don't have all day.
Activity is at a 2.
Trisha Lee, I'm eating a pancake despite you. Okay, you're triggering the motion sensor. What else can you do, Trisha Lee? Put out a candle? Ooh, I'm so scared. Just waiting for my sanity to slowly drain.
EMF 3.
Where's the other camera
I don't know. One is set up, and then who has one? Salt just ran. Got ran through.
at? All of them?
Just one.
Just one? Okay, if it's running through just one, that means something
Okay.
specific.
Hauser's been studying up, it sounds like.
We're attempting to.
We have UV. It's a Hantu. We have 4 UV.
As says no, it's a mimic.
I could believe that.
You'll all be so pissed if it is a mimic.
We found a cursed object. Or a bone.
I couldn't find the bone. I know what the cursed object is.
I knew it. As soon as I could tell they were coming up the stairs with me, I knew I was gonna be dead.
It did.
I couldn't escape it. There was nothing I could do.
Whoa, what do you got there? Music box.
The music box.
You got the camera?
No, I threw it back. Once it stopped.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right here.
Watch it be a mimic. I'm sure my sanity was like at 0.
Okay, so the crucifixes did nothing to stop the hunting, so we didn't get that.
He said it was definitely a game.
What does that mean?
The physics were a bit wonky.
Mimic or Hantu, make your guess.
Leaving in 3, 2, 1.
There's some jobs ready for you.
On to.
I knew I was dead at the top of the stairs. It was singing in my ears and slowly walking behind me.
Uh-huh.
I turned around to see if I could get it on my camera, and I was dead before I could fully turn around.
Oh my god.
No, but I knew I had low sanity, so I thought, oh, I'll just leave the basement. We know what it is now. No, you're not allowed to leave.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at
Robert Carter.
accordingly before starting the investigation.
Motion sensor, 3 photos, and
Remain careful.
cleanse an area.
Ding, ding, ding.
I think Forrest just crashed.
Well, that's tragic.
Yeah,
He probably saw the ghost and got scared.
probably.
I have not seen anything yet.
Haven't either.
EMF 2 at the front of.
Robert Carter? Is that your name, Robert Carter?
Yeah.
Where are you? Just because I can. Robert Carter, where are you? Robert Carter, are you friendly? I don't know why this floor needs to sound like basketballs. Robert Carter, where are you?
Activity's at a 7.
Yep, he's here. He's here. Hello, Robert. I saw him.
Okay. It is now at a 0.
He was right near the jukebox, so yeah, he was at the front.
Robert, if you don't like pie, you don't have to eat it.
Activity spiked to an 8 and then went down to a 4.
Yeah, he busted out the light bulb over the front counter. He stood there menacingly. Robert Carter, you want to speak with me? Robert Carter, where are you?
Activity's at a 6.
Robert Carter, are you friendly? Yeah, so the first time I saw him, he was right here by the jukebox. The second time, he was standing, like, right here and blew out the light that's right here.
Robert, we don't have to blow out lights.
It's very theatrical. I think he's trying to, try out for Grease. It makes sense that we're in a diner.
True, yeah.
Robert Carter, you know, we could have had a civil conversation. We could have been friends. I've asked you if you're friendly. And, you've done nothing to give us evidence of that. Do you hear that?
You're gonna die.
Fuck you, Robert.
What do we think it is? 'Cause we got nothing. show up on dots. There were no ghost orbs. There was no ghost writing yet, but I don't know how long the book had been down. I don't think there was any spirit
Robert,
box.
you literally gave us no evidence.
Do we even have an
And
EMF
then
reader?
decided to be a bitch.
I wouldn't put it past it being like any of these four. To be honest.
And I kind of think that.
Let's see what happens when I cross out ultraviolet. It leaves just shade. Interesting. So all of these need ultraviolet. Maybe it was a shade. No, that's not a shade for sure. So, Myling, Jin, or Demon?
We have UV.
Oh, we do have UV. Huh, fun. Okay. I think it's a demon, but I could be wrong. She doesn't have a lot to work with at this point. Except for a high level of sanity.
I'm still standing better than I ever did.
Looking like a true survivor.
Feeling like a little kid. And all this time, Robert, you scared me.
Jem, I feel like this is you asking for a death warrant. I mean, like, yeah, I died, but, like, I spent a lot of time with him. And he's not someone you dine and dash with. Ooh, let's get Ooh. Ketchup. Ketchup to defend you with, don't worry. I'll throw out the ghost the first sign I see him. I will defend you with this ketchup bottle from beyond the grave. Don't worry. Got your back. Trying to get freezing temps. You're not getting any. Don't worry, got the bottle. You're dropping the freezing temps? Do you not want me to defend you with the bottle of ketchup? From beyond the grave? Right? Maybe there's more. Picked up the camera, replaced it. Interesting choice of actions. Being a referee over here, narrating on the sideline. like almost near where I originally had it, but he was chilling out at the front. Why are we moving his location? What are we thinking? So quiet. Oh, he threw something. He threw something again. Did he do ghost writing? No, he did not. What did he even throw?
Robert, give me something.
You really shouldn't ask him to give you something. He was there for a little bit. He just threw one thing and left. Came to the party and left. Wow, those are great quality images. Oh, he just moved the camera. Did you notice that? Don't worry, I got the trusty ketchup bottle. We're safe. He moved the camera though. I mean, you're safe. I'm dead, but...
Okay, I have Gayu, Myling, and Poltergeist. So I guess just pick from one of those.
Huh, you had a very different list than I did. Huh. Not changing my answer, though. What did you get that I didn't get? Activity is definitely spiked. What did you get that gave you those?
Five, four, three.
2.
2, 1.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Yeah, we had different lists. You must have gotten different evidence than I found.
I had UV.
Uh-huh, I had that one.
I marked off dots and ghost orbs, because I didn't see any of those.
I think I marked off both those
And-
too, but I think I might have marked off something else that you didn't. Did you get it right with your guess?
I did not, because I just automatically assumed it wouldn't be a Gayu, so I picked a Myling.
Oh, well, I guessed demon because that seemed the most obvious on the list of ones that I ended up with.
Oh.
Gayu wasn't even in the options that I ended up with.
Well,
But also, I was following you around while I was dead with a ketchup bottle, promising to protect you with my ketchup bottle.
thank you. Apparently, either yesterday or the day before, Forrest was dead, and I was hiding from the ghost. And Forrest was like, yeah, the ghost was going straight towards you, and I kept yelling, she's in the basement, and he turned around.
I don't think that actually works, but that's pretty cool
No.
that it glitched like that.
Yeah. Okay, Forrest is not going to be joining us because he is sick again.
Oh, he went from being to
Basically, I swear he has the fucking immune system of a small Victorian child.
Yeah, well, that happens.
Yeah, so he said that he will be watching the streams, but he is going to be laying down.
I see. Oh, I can't judge a man too harshly.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Okay, before we start this one, and we're going home. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
No problem. Have the painkillers kicked in at all? Have the painkillers kicked in at all? Nice. Not much.
Okay. Does Az want to join?
I can ask. Did you want to join us? It looks like it's on your desk. You don't even want to sit up, do you? Okay. Yeah, he is not feeling good, but not in the way that Hauser is not feeling good. He's in a lot of pain right now. So I don't think he'll be joining us.
Okay, well, we're going home, and we're just gonna fuck around with the ghost.
Yeah, and hopefully, like, actually make some, experience some money because I am so far behind you.
Okay.
Hey, 6 levels behind is a lot.
Check the equipment. Raymond Marsh.
Before investigating.
Response to people who are alone.
We've had no reports of violence, but keep an eye out.
That's rude.
It's tragic. Hello, Raymond March, we're home. Did you miss us?
Man had a whole spine in here.
Raymond Marsh, we're home.
We have lights.
Nice. I picked up a recording here in the kitchen.
Okay, I've got EMF 2 in the laundry room.
Raymond Marsh, where are you?
Activities out of 2.
Raymond Marsh, are you friendly?
We have ghost orbs in the laundry room.
Did you test for UV or do we not have UV?
I tested for UV and I didn't get anything.
Okay, because he did recently move the door.
Yeah, I checked the doors.
Okay.
We have freezing temps.
Mother trucker.
We have dots.
Welcome back.
The light went
I've got
out,
some
and then
jobs ready for you.
my light went out.
Oh my god.
I was like, it wasn't even like a full second. I was dead. Like, dang it.
I like backed up into the basement and then I thought it was just a haunting. So I started coming back up and then like I actually saw him coming. So I ran back down. And then I heard you.
Just my luck. One day I won't feel like such a target. And I almost had the sound recording on the parabolic microphone or whatever that detects sound.
Yeah.
Almost. I was like, no, don't record me. You're gonna be dead.
And then I don't know, I got back to the truck and my sanity was literally at 0. And I was like, what the fuck has been happening?
I think it's because we kicked the door in when we came home, and he didn't really like that.
Probably, yeah.
We were a little aggressive on our entry. We didn't bring him any flowers or chocolates. Like, we were not good housemates for this guy.
No, and it probably didn't help that I forgot his name, so I called him fucking Robert.
Yeah, you know, they don't like to be called by other people's names.
Yeah.
But I mean, what is a name anyway?
Exactly.
So, you know,
At
those,
least I
like,
called him something.
you know those discussion boards and stuff? Like, we have the introductions to do this week and everything. And,
Mm-hmm.
like, they have to ask, what is your preferred name? And I was like, at this point, you could just call me Hey You. Like, and I was like, I have this thing about names and, like, you know, being, like, socially related. And someone's like, okay, what is your thing with names? And so I spent, like, I don't know, a good long while writing this paragraph or 2 or 3, I'm not saying how many, about
Mm-hmm.
names and ranting. Because, like, I think names are ridiculous. I think it's weird. I think we do it socially wrong for 1 to 2 individuals to be like, yeah, this is your name that you get to live by for, like, the rest of your life, if not, you know, a majority of it. And you're just supposed to feel like that's you. Like, it's such a
Yeah.
weird thing. And most people end up going by a nickname. They go by something different or a shortened version or whatever else. Like, we wouldn't even be asking if for preferred names if we knew that people didn't actually like their birth name or their legal name. And it's like, you can change your legal name pretty much at any point in time, but there's so much, like, social stigma associated with it, or just, like, the hassle. Because, like, it's not just, oh, I got a new driver's license. It's everything has to be changed. And
Right.
so people don't do it, but, or at least it's not common for people to do it. And the only time women typically do it is when they get married. And even then, they don't usually change their first name. They only change their last name. And it's interesting. But yeah.
It is
I
interesting.
I just feel it's really weird because, like, most of the time, even when I'm, like, having a conversation with people, my name doesn't come up. Like, it just doesn't. And so, like, it doesn't feel like it's mine. Like, ever. And most people will either just, like, start talking to me, or they'll be like, hi, how are you? But, like, my name doesn't matter. Majority of the time.
True. I feel like talking to a stranger, like, never, like, I never get their name and they never get mine, and it's not until it's like, okay, we're gonna be friends or whatever, and then that's when, like, a name is given.
Like, oh, can I get your phone number? Yeah, what name should I put it under? It's, like, basically
Yeah.
when that comes up. And then you're like, oh, it was nice to meet you, so-and-so. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's super weird. Like, I can't give you the correct answer. Like, I don't think there is a correct answer on how to get names or have a name. But
I don't think so.
it is just weird that we have this system where it's like, yeah, 1 to 2 people decided, and you're stuck with that until you make the decision to possibly, maybe, change it.
Right.
Like Edward Dixon. Why did he stick with this?
Right.
Is this why he only responds to people who are alone?
And you know, does he go by Eddie? Does he go by Ed?
Yeah. Maybe he likes to go by Word. Capture 3 videos with a camera, ghost, and 25%. Knock knock, Edward Dixon, can I come in? Knock knock. Hello, Edward Dixon, welcome to our podcast today. We will be interviewing you, so you better show your damn face at some point in time, Edward Dixon. So, with most men, they like to go by their last name. Should I call you Dixon today? Like, is that the preferred name? Or do you prefer Ed? Edward? Eddie? E-Dog?
The car alarm is going off.
You obviously like your car, Dixon, Edward Dixon. Too bad it's not like a Bugatti. Or something cool. We just got ghost orbs.
Ed boy, I'm turning the lights on.
So, Edward Dixon, how's it going today? Which area do you prefer, Edward Dixon? Over here by the trash can? I can totally be of assistance of that. You do like your car, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little devicey-wicey on your car. Well, maybe not like that. That was a little bad angling. But we'll put it like right here on your car. Does that help? Not much. It smells on the ceiling. I don't know where you want this on your car, dude. I guess that works. Okay. Edward Dixon, how's it going today? Could talk about so much and so little all at once. Nice, nice. The little notebooks on the car. Edward Dixon, are you friendly? Oh! Hi! Hi!
We're at a 9 for activity.
Uh-huh. Edward said hi.
Oh?
I wish we could have playback on the video recordings. Also, I want to check for UV. Because he definitely slammed the door shut.
Okay.
I'm not seeing any on this door frame.
Check on the box. On the fuse box.
No, I don't see anything there. He's calling
Hello,
though.
Edward is not home. We have dots.
Oh, yep, I saw that. Too bad I didn't get that on the camera. I was trying to walk around with the audio recorder, see if I could pick up anything. Is that Spirit Box, or is that just me? We'll never know. We'll never know. Famous last words. If it was Spirit Box, what would it be? A yokai. Interesting. We didn't get any ultraviolet, and he touched a lot of stuff. Don't get ghost writing. What if we get EMF 5? Raichu, okay. So I think it's probably gonna be a yokai, but I could be wrong. Unless we have freezing temperatures, which I don't think we have. Victoria, your ear is tickling me.
Okay. I'm gonna guess yokai. Because he got angry that we were talking.
I went through the whole rigmarole to decide on yokai, and she goes, I'm gonna go with yokai because he got angry that we were talking.
5, 4, 3,
Those
2,
are weird ways to get to the same answer.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
And we were both wrong. I got yokai, but for a very different reason.
Why did you guess yokai?
I was going through like a process of elimination, and I thought based on my process of elimination that it was either going to be a yokai or a raiju, and I was very wrong.
I had they, yokai, and raiju, and I was torn between they and yokai, because they because he immediately set off the car alarm, and they like aggressively attack or whatever at the beginning, and then they kind of stop towards the end. But then it was yokai because like you were talking and he immediately came for you.
Yeah, he I heard him, and I'm like, is that him on the spirit box? I was trying to confirm whether or not it was spirit box with you, and then the next minute I was dead.
Yeah.
because I was hearing him, but I wasn't seeing him, and I'm like, wait, was that spirit box, or is that in my head? Am I going crazy? You're a needy puppy. You're needy. Can you stop pushing up on my arm? Please? So how much schoolwork do you have left?
I still have to do, like, my math workbook stuff.
Like, how much is that?
It's not a lot. It should be pretty simple. I don't want to do it.
I feel that. I've done 2 of my 3 classes. One was super easy. One took a hot minute. Like, I've probably put at least 6 hours into one class.
Yeah.
And then my 3rd class, I have 3 things left to do for it. One is a lab that I just looking at it feels daunting, like the lab work. And then I have to do a review after the lab, and then like a quiz. So there's 3 things left for that one class, and they're due on like Sunday, the 11th. But I just been trying to like slowly like at least make sure I have something done.
Yeah.
And like yesterday I got like 4 things done, and then today I was like I got 1 thing done, and it took me way too long. Like I started working on it probably around 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere in there, and then I took a break around like probably noon, maybe a little bit later, to have like some food and watch a little bit of YouTube, and then went back to it and didn't get done working on it till almost 3 o'clock. And then at that point I was just tired, and I'm like, I'm going to sleep after this. Took a nap. And then got up and was like, yeah, no, I don't think I'm doing any more schoolwork anytime soon.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know. I'm just like my humanities class is not bad. I got to write about the musical Cabaret.
Nice. I'm finding it hard to get back into school after being off for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, it's just a lot of moving stuff around until I figure out the good schedule. Because like originally I wasn't going to do any schoolwork on Thursday, but I'll probably be doing schoolwork tomorrow. Just because I didn't get as much done as I wanted to by today.
Yeah, I'll probably try to finish all of my stuff tomorrow.
I told myself today, I was like, oh, I'm going to get up early when no one else is up. I'm going to get some schoolwork done. And then I slept in. So maybe I get up early tomorrow.
Maybe.
Charles Ramirez responds to everyone, so we don't have to be by ourselves.
Finally. Charles is an equal opportunist.
We have one problem though.
What?
We don't have any cameras to do the actual photo objective.
No, I have the camera.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, gosh be darn. Knock knock, Charles Ramirez, we're coming in. Sorry to disturb. Wanted to know if you'd be on our podcast today. Charles Ramirez, we really like to feature people on our podcast. We want to get famous doing podcasts. I struggle to open doors, Charles Ramirez, because I'm a dunderhead. So that's one thing that we can always talk about. But just wanted to get down to business and discuss with you today on our podcast what it's like to be dead. We don't want to actually die, so we don't really invite that kind of negative energy. But we would like to speak with you today and hopefully get your thoughts and opinions about your afterlife and maybe make you famous. The other thing too is, man, you had a decent life, dude. Like with your pool, like most people don't get to afford pools, so that's pretty cool, man. So far, I haven't picked up anything, but I got my fancy recorder here as I'm walking around hoping to hear from you. I'm spacing on your name right this second. Charles something? Just want to make sure. Yeah, Charles Ramirez. Okay. Yeah, Charles Ramirez, just walking around here with my recorder for the podcast. And, doesn't seem like you really, want to talk to the recorder. So I'm gonna get my camera out here and see if we see anything of the seeing of things. So I don't know about you, Charles Ramirez. I don't know where you are, so if you could let us know, Charles Ramirez, where are you? That would be great.
We're at a 2 for activity.
We should be throwing shit around somewhere.
I've been hearing. That was in real life, that one. I've been hearing shit, but, I feel like it's somewhere over here. Charles Ramirez?
Charles, where are you throwing stuff?
Is it the bathroom like I thought, maybe?
Yep, it is.
What are we getting on the EMF?
3.
3? Okay. Well, I mean, it's interesting that the ghosts like to choose the bathroom sometimes.
Alright.
Charles Ramirez, do you mind if we sit in on your private business? Yeah, I'm gonna close this so we can hang out, Charles Ramirez, and you can talk to us about your love of our podcast, if you so choose.
Sure. Charles, I can get you a book to write in if you'd rather do that.
Yeah, we can get you a book that you could even autograph for us, Charles Ramirez. Charles Ramirez, are you friendly? The people of the podcast really want to know. Okay, you can throw things, that's cool. I acknowledge your right to throw things. Oh, hi.
Did you literally just die? Yes, you did.
Charles Ramirez was not as friendly as we'd have liked.
Two seconds.
I mean, I got my final interview for the podcast. I don't know what you will expect from me.
We have freezing temps. We have ghost writing. have UV. We have a good old demon.
I know. He killed me. Very demonic of him.
Alright, put demon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blah, 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 blah.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
It was definitely a demon. He was very demonic when he killed me for no reason.
Literally. As I'm walking back to the truck, I just hear your choking sounds.
He throws something, and I go, oh yeah, it's your right to throw something. Then he's like, yeah, guess what else is my right? Man, give a demon some rights, they take a mile.
Oh my God.
Hey, puppy. I could be a good back rest. No, because you're too short. Rude. Whooshy, 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 whoosh. When I said I wanted to level up, I didn't realize it would be this way. 200 points at a time! If I'm lucky.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at
Who are we dealing with this time? Who's killing me next?
Anthony.
Anthony Shawcross.
Be careful.
Shawcross. Shawcross.
I am immediately bringing a crucifix.
I mean, that is the first task. Prevent a ghost from hunting with a crucifix. Shawcross. Shawcross. That's such a weird last name. Anthony Shawcross, we're coming in. Alright, Anthony Shawcross, I'm gonna give you the same promo we give everybody. Welcome to the podcast, okay? You are our special guest today, Anthony Shawcross, or Shawcross. How have you lived with such a last name for so long, Anthony Shawcross? Like, it's quite the last name, dude. Gotta explain it to us on the pod, because, like, we just don't get it, man. You know? You're the first Anthony Shawcross that we've had on the podcast. We should be able to have lights.
Anthony, we have lights.
See? I turn on a light. We have lights.
You've paid your power bill.
Wow, good job, Anthony Shawcross! Whoever gave you that last name, I tell ya. They did you a disservice.
Anthony, I'm gonna need you to give us something.
Anthony Shacross, where are you? Anthony Shacross, are you friendly? Fuffa friendly? I don't know. I don't know where he is or what he's doing.
Anthony, if you keep taking too long to do something, I'm gonna think you're a shade.
Anthony Shacross, where are you? Anthony Shacross, are you friendly? I kinda wish we had a mirror right now.
Yeah, me too.
'Cause I feel like he's not doing anything and we've been in every room. Anthony Shacross, where are you? Anthony Shacross, are you friendly?
We have freezing temps in the basement.
In the basement. Anthony Shacross? Hello, it's nice to meet you. Welcome to the podcast. Are you friendly? That is what everyone wants to know these days. Gonna give you some comfortability down here, Anthony. Make it a little darker for ya. I know that some of y'all like darkness. Hoo ha ha. Hi, Anthony. Saw that you tripped our motion sensor. How's it going, dude? Anthony Shacross, are you friendly? Anthony Shacross, where are you? Anthony Shacross.
We're at a 2 for activity.
Anthony Shacross, where are you? Okay, you tripped the sensor again. Are you friendly? Are you gonna get something for him to speak with or write with?
I put a book down and I think the spirit box.
Okay. Okay, Anthony, what's up, dude? I see you're throwing some things. We have a spirit box right here and a book if you would like to use it. Anthony Shacross, are you friendly? Are you in the rocking chair?
Anthony, that's not very nice.
Did you just lay the crucifix under my butt, Anthony? Anthony Shacross? You wanna talk to us?
Anthony just chased me up the stairs.
Yeah. He was doing things. Yeah, he was being a bitch. He blew out one of the candles.
Okay, we also have ghost writing. It picked up on the cam.
Okay, dude, I get it. You like throwing things. Anthony Shawcross, what's up, dude? Like, why you keep throwing shit? Do you need someone to help you redecorate your basement?
I'm coming back and I'm gonna bring you some sanity meds.
Or we could just swap places for a little bit.
An elderly victim.
Oh.
Spirit box.
That gives us an answer if we actually did get writing.
Yeah.
Because if we got writing, it's a Morvoy.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I'd really like to survive this one.
Okay.
Why do you have such fun ears to play with?
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Yay, we did it! Yay, I get more than 200 experience.
Yay!
I get closer to 700. This whole time we've played and I haven't leveled up yet. We're 2 hours in.
Oh my god.
How are you feeling over there?
Jesus.
What?
I'm great.
Is that sarcasm?
No.
Oh, okay.
My southern comes out real bad when I'm sarcastic.
Oh, okay. I am trying to decide if I feel down for more or not.
Yeah.
It's fun, but I don't know. What do you think, Az? Should I play some more? You're so helpful. Is Forrest still watching?
I have no idea. I think he's asleep, honestly.
See? He's no fun either, or helpful.
Let's see. It says that he's still watching the stream.
Oh, well, he could have fallen asleep at his computer.
Yeah, he's either... No, I don't think he's at his... I think he's in bed watching the stream, and he fell asleep. There's no way that the man... There's no way that the man is not asleep.
I kind of want to, like... I don't know. I kind of want to read. It feels criminal. I know, and I also really shouldn't stay up late tonight if I'm going to try to get up early tomorrow.
True.
I feel like 2 hours is a decent stream length, right? Not the end of the world.
I think that's decent.
I mean, we could do like a 6-hour stream this weekend to make up for it.
We could.
Be like all gung-ho and like determined to play as a crew and then maybe something else.
True. We could do that. They updated Peak and they added cannibalism.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they added cannibalism to Peak. Apparently, if you get hungry enough, your people that you're playing with will turn into turkeys. And,
are you sure that's
and you
not
can
just
choose
a mod
to eat
or
them.
something?
No, they definitely... I saw where, like, the developers were talking about it, because people apparently were asking for cannibalism in the game.
That's insane!
Yeah. So they were like, you don't have to eat your friends.
But there's an option if you need to.
Exactly. So...
I wonder what kind of energy boost and health boost that gives you. Or does it take away?
I don't know.
Are we going to punish for it, or are we going to incentivize?
I feel like it might be an incentive. Like, at least you'll get rid of your hunger.
But what if you don't?
Well, then you ate your friend for nothing.
Like, what if it makes you sick and you, like, vomit? And then you get nothing but, like, spewing vomit for the rest of your climb. Randomly. And then it makes it hard to climb so your hands slip. Because you chose! You chose to do the cursed option. See, I should be a dev. I should make these kind of decisions. Give the players what they want, but teach them. They really don't want it.
True, yeah. 'Cause you have to think about it. Like, if you, I don't know, like, actually being a cannibal, it's gotta make you sick for a little bit.
Now all I can think about is Butcher and Blackbird. That was the most recent foray into that. And I feel like in that reference, it wasn't just like the body's reaction, more or less that like the mental reaction of having to overcome the fact that you partook.
Yeah, you ate somebody. Like, oh. And not even, like, the ice cream?
Like, that doesn't even bother me as much.
Yeah, everybody, like, even my friend who, you know, told me to read the books, she was like, ice cream, and that just makes me feel weird now. I could have eaten ice cream while reading that part.
Right,
and
okay,
been
but
fine.
here's the thing. If you've ever read a lot of things related to this topic in general, how many women swallow?
True. Yeah,
Like, it's basically the same thing.
basically. Yeah, you're right.
So I don't understand why so many women reading that book were turned off by ice cream. Okay? Because it's basically the same thing if they swallowed.
True.
But with
I didn't
some
think about it like that.
extra, flavoring. Because, I mean, you still need, like, cream and sugar to turn it into ice cream.
Exactly.
In fact, it's probably a better experience.
Is it?
I think it's probably a better experience.
I guess I would rather eat ice cream made out of that than like eat meat.
Oh,
Like
definitely.
if I had to choose, it would definitely be the ice cream.
Out of the options that were on the table that evening, yeah. I 100%. Like, but I just think it's funny how, like, the internet was in an uproar about the ice cream.
Yeah.
Didn't they say
that was
they were gonna make
definitely-
this one into a movie too?
They are making it into a movie.
I really want to see people's reactions that, like, didn't read and then watch it, and how they're gonna explain that. And I'm also really curious about casting.
I am very curious about casting, but like the author is like fully a part of like the whole process. I see her posting stuff about it on Instagram and stuff.
I'm curious how it's gonna turn out, because, like, I just feel like there are some aspects that are gonna be really hard to translate to screen. Because you kind of have to, like, take something that is quite taboo in its aspect. Like, it's like taking vigilantism and, like, saying, oh, but this is pure enjoyment. Yeah, they're being vigilantes, but they're getting a sick sense of enjoyment out of it. They create artwork out of their the words. But they get some sort of enjoyment out of it that makes it, macabre and not normal and taboo. And
True. I think a lot of people that don't know about the book and haven't read it or enjoy it, they're gonna hate the movie.
yeah,
Um, I'm gonna love the movie. I hope I love the movie. If I hate the movie, I'm gonna be so sad. Because that's how I felt like with the Hunger Games. I read the books, and then when the movie came out, I was like so excited, and then I didn't like. I like the movie. It's an okay movie.
I'm iffy on the films. Like, I feel like I really can't stand the style that the first one was shot in, like, at all.
Yeah.
I feel like half the cast I can get behind, and then the other half I cannot. I feel like I still don't understand how Jennifer Lawrence got that role. I really don't
I
get
get
it.
that.
It's kind of like Kristen
Yeah.
Stewart as Bella in Twilight. It's like their early acting is pretty horrendous. Like, I think Kristen Stewart is a much better actress now than she was back then. And, like, I definitely would watch things that Kristen Stewart is in, but I have no desire to watch anything that Jennifer Lawrence is in. Like, I watched one of her more recent films, the one where she's, like, struggling for money, so she decides to pretend date this guy or whatever because his parents pay her or whatever. And that was just such a weird role, weird character choice, and like just her in that role was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I honestly can't think of any movie that I really like her in that I've seen. I just think like her demeanor towards things are off. Like she doesn't do stuff well. I don't know.
She's weird. I don't understand. But then again, I'm not gonna judge her as harshly as I'm gonna judge someone like Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
I hate actors and actresses that are typecasted into being just themselves all the time. Because if they are just themselves, they are not acting.
Right.
Like, Jack Black is the same way. Jack Black, you look in the early 2000s, his acting was so much better. His acting now, he's just himself all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like watching his stuff anymore. The Rock is the same way. The Rock's earlier acting is actually really good. After Baywatch, like, his acting, like, totally just kind of became, I'm The Rock, that's all I gotta do. And that's just kind of, like, how I feel a lot about a lot of actors is they can't play more than one role. They get typecasted. And then that's all they're ever going to be. And that's like, why even watch them? Because they're not acting. They're just saying lines. Right. Like, the only exception, in my opinion, to like a really popular actor that actually does act is probably Ryan Gosling. Because he's played quite a few different types of roles, and each time he does something a little different. Like, it's still him, of course, but it's not as blatantly obvious. I'm not seeing his character from The Notebook when I watch him in, like, what was that one that he was in? Where he plays across Emma Stone. And,
he was
like,
in the La La Land movie.
Well, that was one of them. I was thinking of an older one than La La Land. But yeah, but you don't see his other characters, even in things like La La Land. Like, that's at least the difference. If I can see the character you played before because you play the same person every time, it's not acting.
I get that. Yeah, and especially with Ryan Reynolds, like, okay, if you watch the Deadpool movies, are they entertaining? Yes. But like, he takes Deadpool and takes it to everything he does.
Like, the writing for Deadpool makes sense for the comics. It makes sense for the character.
Yeah.
It works. But beyond that, if Ryan Reynolds is anything else and he's still Deadpool, not great.
Yeah.
And I think that's
But
why people hate some of his older stuff, is because they've come to, like, expect him as Deadpool, as himself and everything.
Right, like there is a movie he did, it's called Voices. And I liked him in that movie. But I think that movie was like before Deadpool. And it was a more serious role.
There was one that he did a long time ago where I believe it was him, where he worked in a restaurant. And
it's like The Waiting, or it's something.
I don't know, it was pretty funny. It was a good one. But yeah, I don't know. I feel acting is one of those weird things.
Yeah. I don't know. All I know is that this Blackbird and Butcher movie, I'm gonna need like people that I've never seen before in the cast. Because first of all, the men are supposed to be Irish, and I'm gonna need a really good Irish man.
I mean, can we actually have someone who is Irish? Like, please?
Yes.
Not someone pretending to be Irish? You know, here, we'll just give the role to Jacksepticeye.
Can you imagine?
I'm just kidding.
I would literally not be able to seriously watch that movie if I was expecting like a deep Irish man to like seduce me and all I heard was Jacksepticeye. I would be laughing the whole time.
I mean, it would be kind of funny. But not only do they have to cast one, they have to cast 3.
Right.
Unless they're gonna be like, no, his brothers aren't allowed to be in the film.
And that
They
would be
don't
no,
exist.
see, and they can't do that because I'm gonna need all 3 books to have a movie.
So they better pick their casting well the first time around because, you know, gotta have a good leather.
Exactly. And I'm gonna need I need a really good cast, and I need it to be full of people that I don't know well. Like I don't want it to be full of actors and actresses that everybody knows and loves.
Can I make a request?
Yes.
That the female actress have no plastic surgery.
Yes.
I really don't want an iPhone face for the lead.
No, and like in like my head that's like not how they look. Like
They shouldn't look
don't know.
like they're about to walk a red carpet for every second
Exactly.
of the film.
Exactly. Like at the beginning of the book, he literally finds her locked in a cage. You can't have somebody
With maggots.
that yes. You can't have somebody that has never fucking even seen a maggot go through that.
Yeah.
That
I do not want
needs to be
CGI
real
maggots
people.
in my film, thank you very much.
I want real maggots
Real
that look like
maggots.
that look like the pasta. Okay.
real maggots.
I need her to literally be scared. That's what I need.
Just today on Fear Factor. uh. Supposed to be reading, but I'm talking about books, so that's good enough, right?
Yeah. I would say so.
I've been going through the book Torch Fire, I think is what it's called.
Mhm.
And it's the second in a series, and it's been months since I read the first book, and holy cow, it didn't hit me until about 40% into this one how badly I should have read these books back to back. Because,
Yeah.
like, I could not get into it. And then on top of that, like, I couldn't remember a single thing. A single thing from the first one. And I'm like, no worries. I can read this without remembering anything from the first one. I'm like, what? No. You're struggling. Like, you get the premise of, like, physical activity going on and you know they're moving, but you don't know the motivation as to why they're going from point A to point B. You don't know why certain characters are in certain locations. You just know that certain relationships tie together in some sort of way, but you can't remember exactly how. And it jumps between like 4 or 5 different POVs constantly. And I'm just like, why did I do this to myself? I should have just waited till the whole series was out, got all the books together at one point in time, and read them back to back to back. Because right now, it is a struggle bus.
Yeah. I experienced that.
Oy.
That's like I wanted to. So when I was in high school, I read like I can't even think of the book now. Like Kingdom of Ash and stuff, those books.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I am blanking on the books. Jesus. And then, like, 2 years ago, I started reading A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Right.
And immediately, as soon as I finished the last book, that's when I was told that she's coming out with another book, and I wanted to crash out. Because by the time that book, I have to finish the series. Like, that's just the type of person I am. But by the time this book comes out, I'm not going to remember shit.
Right, right. I don't honestly know where I left off. Like, I always have to keep going back and checking, because I feel like I'm almost confident that I finished the whole entire Throne of Glass series. And, like, I liked that one from what I read of it. I don't like the author. We're not going into that. But I don't buy her books, so, you know.
Yeah, same.
But when I was reading Court of Thorns and Roses, I think I read maybe the first 3 books, if there are that many, because I honestly don't know how far I got. That's where I'm at. Because, like, I think I've read most of them. I don't know. Because, like, then there's also, like, the Crescent City stuff, and, like, I think I went to start one of those, and then I was like, nah, no thanks.
Yeah, see, I didn't read the Crescent City ones. I actually listened to A Court of Thorns and Roses through an audiobook because,
That's
I was
fair.
listening to it while I was working.
Dude, I'm 100% audiobooks or reading. Because reading is just about comprehension. It's not about anything else. So, otherwise, I'm going to go with that guy on TikTok who's like, what's your look list? What's your look BR, you know? Because it's not a reading.
Yeah.
You can't read every language unless you comprehend every language. It's the comprehension, so...
Exactly.
So no, I'm an advocate for audiobooks 100%. I don't care. To say that you aren't reading with audiobooks is ableist.
It really is, because not every, like, first of all, some people, I used to hate audiobooks, and that's only because I never found good audiobooks before.
There's some really good ones that I feel like if I don't listen to them as my experience for the book, I feel like I'm missing out. Like, I really wish that the first time I read Butcher and Blackbird, I had listened to the audiobook. It wasn't available. And so I feel like I've missed out on that first experience of getting to experience the book that way.
Yeah, no, see, the first time, so I listened to Lights Out for the first time, and then I read it. And listening to Lights Out, I think that's what made me love the book so much, because, like, the voice actors did a really great job.
Oh, it's on my
and
TBR.
They were hilarious.
It's in my holds.
It's so good, and I love it.
I wasn't gonna read that book, but it's kind of blown up, and it's now in my holds.
And there's Lights Out, and then it's Caught Up, I think.
Yep, it's also in the holds.
I will warn you, when you get to the second book, do not go into it thinking that it's going to be exactly like Lights Out. It is not. That's
Fair.
A lot of people's complaint was that they hated the second book because it wasn't like the first book. And, like, it didn't have, like, the comedic factor in it. But the second book is about 2 totally different people.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have different personalities.
That's fair. Yeah, so I put them on hold the 21st of December for one, and the other one the 15th. And one of them I'm 18th in line, the other one I'm 15th in line. I started at 39th and 23rd consecutively.
Let's see, I know I put Forrest's book on hold because he told me that he wanted me to read it, and I told him I would.
My longest wait for one is 7 weeks remaining. placed on the 28th. I started at 106th person in line, and I'm at the 86th position.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this book that I put on hold is that popular.
For Dungeon Crawler Carl, I placed the hold on December 15th. I started in 17th place. I'm 8th in line right now.
Nice. Moved up a little bit.
Yeah, I told Forrest that I was just going to read the book to him because he doesn't know how to read.
You're going to read it to him so he doesn't have to read because he doesn't know how to read?
Well, last time we talked about the book, he was like, yeah, I'm on chapter 5. And I was like, how long have you been reading it? And he's like,
5 years?
You don't want to know. But I get it. Man,
I think he's due for some TikToks representing that book again if he doesn't start reading.
He always tells me that he wants to read. He doesn't have the attention span to read, I think. Or like there's always other stuff going on. And so he just doesn't get to sit down and read.
He should start reading some Andy Weir.
Yeah.
Like The Martian, Artemis, Project Hail Mary. There's a few by Andy Weir that are definitely books that I think he could easily get into.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of the only authors that Az and I will both read.
I know the other day, like maybe sometime last week, he was telling me that he wanted a good, like, horror book on, what was it? Like myth, like a good horror myth book or something. But I told him that I would find him some.
A good horror book on myth. That's an interesting way of putting things. Because like mythology depends on which culture you're looking at and time period and
Right. And so it was because I was reading Blood on Her Tongue.
And that's why he mentioned that?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, well, I have some books saved that I could recommend you. But he wants a series, and I can't find any that are, like, an actual series.
Yeah, I don't read a lot of horror. Like, I'll do thrillers and, like, murder mystery, but, like, horror is not my genre, so I can't really recommend anything.
I'm really big into horror. So, like, that is kind of my thing. But I don't read a lot of horror books. I've read, like, Stephen King.
Yeah, I won't read him. For issues, I've read 2 of his books.
Yeah.
And after reading The Shining, I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need this. And also, like, I don't like that he actively makes choices that aren't necessary to the plot, or they are there without a messaging of, like, this is a bad thing. This is not something we should be promoting. Like, the whole thing with it, like...
Yeah.
And we as a society, for the most part, just let that slide.
Yeah, I think that's that's one of the only books by him that I didn't read. And that's because I learned about that part, and I was just like,
But I feel that way with some of the things
that
in The Shining, too, though. Like, if you look at the characters, and you look at the things that are going on in that book, like, I feel like you could have done some of the things without doing all of that. Like, I don't know how to say it.
No, I get it. I don't know. Like, I can handle a lot of stuff, but if it's unnecessary, then I don't get it. Like, my biggest gripe with haunting Adeline
Mm-hmm.
is that, like, it's a book about like stalking and like shit like that, and the guy is, he basically like goes and he works to end like sex trafficking and stuff like that. Like, he kills people that do like
Right.
child sex trafficking. And like, that's great, that's cool. I love a story where the man is kind of questionable, but he's doing good things.
Like, there's a
Okay?
net good.
Yeah, but then he like goes and like he is very much like doing non-consensual stuff to the female main character, and I'm like, okay, well, this doesn't make sense to me, because it's not like he's only saving kids from sex trafficking, like he's also saving grown women from the stuff that he's kind of doing to this random lady he saw in a bookstore.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
something.
it took me like months to finish Haunting Adeline, because like I didn't understand. I was more interested in the side plot of that book
Because it feels like that's
than the
way
main
out of
plot.
his character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can justify your actions for yourself with one person, but your exact same behavior is replicated by the people that you are taking out. Like, what? Yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't make much sense. Because you
Yeah.
either
The
believe
second
that
book,
it's bad or you don't.
exactly. The second book is, I like the second book better, and that's because like it like clarified that like she also wanted this, and like she was all about it and stuff like that. Um but
Yeah, but the question
the
is that
first,
clarification there because of the uproar that it caused in the first book? Or is it there because, like, why didn't it show up in the first book?
yeah, I think I assume, I haven't read any of the author's like other books. I have one of her other books, but I haven't read it yet. Um I I assume like the plot was for her to like fall in love with him and like be okay, because in the first book, you know, she's like telling him no and stuff like that. But like the thing that I hate the most, because like it's always a thing that guys say, is like, oh, but like you were wet, I turned you on.
Yeah, that's
Like,
so stupid. That is not. Yeah, I can't even, like. Oh, that makes me mad.
yeah,
uh,
like I've always hated when guys say that, because first of all, like that's just a body's response. Like, being wet is just getting yourself ready for penetration, and your body's going to do that. I
in a
I
way to
have gotten
protect you.
I have gotten wet for guys that I didn't even like.
Yeah.
Okay? So that I hate that reasoning. I think it's stupid. There's a lot of things guys do that I absolutely hate when it comes to sex. Um, so like the book will, you know, be like, "Oh, I turn you on," blah 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 blah, and it's like, okay, well, she was still saying no, and you kept going, but you're doing this thing in your everyday life to prevent women from going through that.
It's really funny that my library only has Haunting Adeline in Spanish.
Oh, that's because like I literally had to buy the book because my library only had it in French. And then Spotify only has the audiobook in German. I couldn't find
Really?
it. I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I found out, I did like some deep diving. The book was banned for a little bit. And then I think the author had to take the trigger warning list out of her books. And so you have to go to a website to look at the trigger warnings.
Why would they take them out of the book?
I have no idea.
You would think the reason they were banned was for not having them in the first place, not for
Right. It makes no sense. But yeah, apparently these books are like so graphic and everything. Like I said, I can handle a lot. I don't know. I have like my own things about like certain types of books. But like, I think the second book has more stuff in it.
I can handle most things as long as the author does a good job of justifying it.
Yeah.
Or
and I think
uses it as like a plot point for talking about morality and like legalities and like protections. But if they just pass it off as okay, or in the case of, oh, well, she wanted it because she was wet. No.
Yeah.
Straight to jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight to jail.
But like before I started the second book, I read the reviews for the second book. And everybody was like, this book is so graphic and it's terrible. Like, these books are about sex trafficking. Like, that's the whole point of the books. The first book doesn't really go into the sex trafficking aspect of it, but the second book heavily does.
What's hilarious, though, is if you just look at a general brief outline online, none of that is mentioned.
Really?
Yeah, so, like, just looking at this overview right now, it's like, is a dark romance novel and the first book in the cat and mouse duet. Adeline Riley, who inherits a haunted mansion and becomes the target of stalker Zaid Meadow while uncovering dark family secrets. The story blends psychological thriller, romance, and supernatural elements, dealing with mature themes, and this is the first time they say, like human trafficking, and featuring graphic violence, and it ends with a cliffhanger, leading into a sequel, Hunting Adeline. Like, you mention it once at the very bottom of your premise, like, I'm gonna think the most important part is a haunted mansion she inherited from her grandmother and being stalked.
In the first book, yeah, it kind of is like that. Like, the side plot of the book is she's trying to figure out something to do with her grandmother. And that's what I was interested in. I was trying to figure out what happened to her great-grandmother. That's the only reason I kept reading the book, because I wanted to know.
The quick back session on the internet says Satan's Affair and then in parentheses H.D. Carlton, but they're calling the author Satan's Affair. Was that an old pen name for like they used prior to like being published or something when they were doing like maybe fanfic and like Wattpad or some shit?
Maybe.
I've never seen that next to by author section. Like, by author, Satan's Affair. It's not how it's printed on the book, so that's what's funny about it.
But yeah, I wanted to like recommend those books to one of my friends, but then after I finished them, I was like, don't read these. I was like, no, don't read them.
I would probably try to read them, but like I can't access them without paying for them, and I just don't want to invest in them.
No, I get it's
like if a friend already had them and I borrowed them, that'd be different.
Yeah, my deal was I bought one book, and then I made my ex buy the other book. 'Cause I was like, I got all A's. You owe me a book. So that's how I did that. So I don't that like I said, the second book is bigger than the first book, but that's a lot happens in the second book, and the second book is just better. And I think it's because like it does like dive more into the sex trafficking thing. That it's a little bit things make more sense in my head, I guess. People were saying like it's really graphic, and it can get really graphic, but it's not. I don't think that it's unnecessarily graphic. Like, obviously, she's gonna write about stuff that happens when you get
I
sex
don't know
trafficked.
what you just said because my remote fell asleep.
What is the last thing you heard?
You were talking about how the second book made more sense.
Okay, the second book made more sense to me with like the whole sex trafficking thing, because like that's the second book did a really good job in showing like the process of somebody that goes into sex trafficking and gets out. And people's gripe with the book is that they think that it was like unnecessarily graphic. I don't agree with that. I think that she did a really good job at showing what happens when you get sex trafficked without it being like too much.
Without it going into the level of being crass.
Yeah, like she writes about what happens, but it's not like these long fucking paragraphs of somebody fucking being sex trafficked. So I don't agree with like the general public, I guess, on that book.
Makes sense.
I think I read the second book. It took me months to read the first book, and I read the second book in 2 days.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going into a reading slump with the school starting up and everything. And also with having read so many books that are available from my library over the last couple of years, I feel like I've read quite a bit of the catalog that's available to me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say that there aren't a lot of books, because obviously the library has thousands of books, but like, when you're looking for something specific or you're very much a mood reader, it's hard to find what you're looking for. And so, like, there are certain authors where I have read their whole entire catalog that is available from my library. But there are others where it's like, no, I haven't read much of anything.
Yeah, I get that.
I was gonna read, but now I'm talking about reading, and I don't don't know what I'm going to read if I do actually start reading. Like, I have Torchfire, and like I said, that one was really hard to get back into, like 59%. And then I have the sequel to The Bone Road, which is Kingdom of Claw, which I'm only like maybe 30 pages into that one. And then I have 2 other books that I haven't even started yet. It's kind of where I'm at with what's available to me.
Yeah, I started reading Once You're Mine. I have the second book. It's... I don't know how I feel about the book right now. I think that it's like really it's kind of like fast paced, and I don't really know if I like that or not.
I feel like it depends on the fast pace. Like, if it's fast paced because you're into it and it's very gripping, that's one thing. if it's fast paced because it feels like they're just jumping from one plot point to the next with real, like, no real connection or, like, developing any emotions, then I'm like, yeah, I don't really care for a fast paced.
It's like immediately, I don't know. And maybe it's not, I don't even know what chapter I'm on. I'm like on chapter 13 or something, and it's just like these people are attracted to each other and they don't know it yet. But they're masturbating to each other now. Like, let's, and I don't know. This dude has killed people for her. Well, I guess one person right now. He's threatened to kill other people and he's broken somebody's thumb. He did kill her dad. So,
Wow.
I just saw your head like bobbing up and down.
I was like, keep my controller awake. Let's see. So, tomorrow we have to be productive
Yeah.
so that hopefully we get everything done and then we can have fun time this weekend.
Yes.
I don't know how long it's gonna take me tomorrow and I'm dreading it. It's one of those things where the lab was a physical lab that they translated to like videos and then paper, and like there's a whole section of stuff that you would have done physically, but instead of removing it from like the lab form they give you, they just give you a version of it where it's like all crossed out. And I'm like, that's so overstimulating and so distracting, and I'm like, it makes me feel overwhelmed when it doesn't apply to what I'm actually supposed to do. Like,
yeah.
why couldn't you have redacted that by just, I don't know, removing it? Like, highlight, delete. Like, why did you have to go in and just cross it all out with a line and be like, here, look what we no longer are making you do? Like, wait, why? Visually, you're just taking up space. Don't do this to me.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, here's a, like, I don't know, 8-page lab that would normally be done in person, and we've redacted, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 pages of it, but we kept them in because we want you to show how nice we are by turning these into videos for you to watch. Like, thanks. Or, like, being like, oh, this data is not actual data that you will use in your lab. Here you go. Delete this data that we could have just not put there.
Right.
I'm like, okay, thanks. Thanks for this, what feels like a mess that I have to clean up.
I think, so I wrote about, in my discussion for humanities, I had to write about a creative work and talk about, like the different meanings of it. So obviously I chose cabaret because I feel like cabaret was the best choice for that. And I got a response from my professor. And I was like, cool. She loves what I'm writing about. And I'm pretty sure she's using ChatGPT.
Yeah, I had that kind of response, and so I feel that. What exactly, I mean,
Yeah.
not word for word, but like, what made you think it was ChatGPT?
Because she was using like a lot of fucking, I guess like a lot of the things like ChatGPT uses. And it was very unnecessary, like how it was used. Like instead of like putting commas or like a period in places, it was just like M dashes. And I just, and a lot of words that could have been different words.
It's like a lot of the time everyone starts to sound the same, and like there's no soul or voice or personality.
Yeah.
That's when I start to feel like it's definitely related to ChatGPT. Like, because people don't talk that way. They just
Exactly.
don't. And so you would think that at least a little bit of your personal voice when you write would go into your writing. Like, yeah, of course, clean
Exactly.
it up to sound a little more professional, but like, in general, I'm not going to say certain words because they're just not in my everyday vernacular. Like, I'm not going to go about just saying things to say things or filler where filler's not needed. Just, and then you see it, and it's like, okay, why? Why did you say that like that?
Yeah. So my discussion post goes, one of my favorite creative works is the musical Cabaret. While scrolling through TikTok, I saw a video of the Ukrainian version of Cabaret, and that led me to a deep dive into earlier performances. And like I talk about me watching like the 1993 version of it. Um, I had to write like means of transmission, so like that is live stage performances. There is apparently a movie
Mm-hmm.
and like recorded stuff, like the songs you can find on Spotify and shit. Um, and then I had to write about how I experienced cabaret, and then I had to write about the meanings of cabaret. And my professors, like, I went like all into it. You know, I'm like adding stuff. Like, watch clips on TikTok. I listen to the songs on Spotify. I watched the 1993 performance of it on YouTube.
And then the
Um,
response you got back from your teacher sounded something along the lines of, great, I can see your passion, that you really enjoy cabaret. Like when you said that cabaret, blah, blah, blah. And then it goes on to say, you met the metrics of the standard for this class by blah, blah, blah. And it's really cool, or not necessarily saying really cool, because teachers really shouldn't say really cool all the time.
mhm.
But, like, it's just one of those things of being like, you did this, you did that, you showed this by doing that.
Yeah, it very much is. This is such a thoughtful and well-developed reflection. You do an excellent job showing how cabaret operates on two levels at once. Um, your explanation of transmission is especially strong. You clearly understand how each format, and then in parentheses, stage, film, recordings, clips, shapes what the audience notices and how deeply they feel the story.
Yep, 100%. I was close, but I used my own word choices.
Like, I,
It's
you
painful because
couldn't,
you're like,
like,
what is the teacher even doing at this point?
exactly, like, should I just go through this whole class and just use ChatGPT? Like, me and the fucking professor will be on the same level? Because, like,
It's like,
like
it's like I feel like none of your feedback actually does anything to help me. Like, if feedback of any kind should be to support like growth. And if I'm in a class where I'm never getting feedback for growth, like even if I got an A on something, right? I should at least have something in the commentary that says, "Hey, as a professor, I noticed this, and maybe this is something you can look into, or maybe this is something that you can expound upon further with research into this or that." Like that feels like something that's more constructive than to being like, good job, kiddo. You met the metrics. I really like that you showed proficiency. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that was
thanks. What am I
m-
learning? Nothing. I did
my
everything accurately the first time like a robot.
my whole ethics class. Like I got a perfect score in ethics because like my professor just did not give a fuck. There's no way. Like I'm really good at writing and I'm really good at researching stuff, but there's no way I should have finished that class with a 100 because I was still figuring out how to do APA fucking citing.
Formatting and citing, yeah.
Yeah. And so, but like, I got a 100 on everything, and when I would go to look at the feedback, it'd be like, you did a great job.
Thanks.
Okay. But what
Thanks.
did I do a great job on? Like,
Yeah, there were like things like that where I'd do like a quiz and it would be like fill in the boxes with written answers and then I get a grade back for the quiz and I'm like, okay, so I got a few questions wrong or I didn't get any questions wrong, but like what did I get and why did I get it? Like,
yeah.
it's like I don't when you're taking an online class, in a lot of cases I have higher expectations of the teachers. And this is because there is no face to face interaction, so I need something more in the actual grading. And if you can't do that, then what are you doing?
Right.
Because otherwise, I am teaching myself and I am jumping through hoops. That's
Right.
it.
And that's what I feel like I'm doing. Like, am I my professors are not teaching me anything. They're giving me reading material and then I'm going and finding my own reading material to learn what I'm learning. I I'm not I'm not learning anything from them. They barely give me feedback. Now my psychology professor last term, he gave me feedback and I loved that. I hated him because I started the class off with a C.
Mm-hmm.
But he was giving me feedback and I ended the class with an A because I got feedback and I was able to correct what I was fucking up.
Yeah, I think I finished that class with an A as well. And it was just an intro level of or psychology, so like it was pretty basic. Like I've taken a more strenuous psychology like back in high school to be honest. Um
Mhm.
but this was very basic, very intro. And I honestly felt like sometimes the feedback was okay, other times it wasn't. And honestly, what I got graded down for was honestly APA citing. Because, like,
Yeah.
I am so used to doing like MLA and then also like footnotes. I'm not like used to those, or like sometimes I would do something like where I'd put like the date wrong or I'd put like the author orientation wrong or something just slightly different. And it's like, oh, well, that was a small mistake because like I'm not used to like writing like this typically. And it was for something that was just kind of like a very generic topic that really didn't even require a bunch of like sources. So like it was like how am I going to like do the insight text citations when I don't really feel like I'm using any real material from like the one source we're using. Like,
Right.
I don't know, for my brain it's like, well, if I'm quoting something then obviously it needs to be cited, but like the like writing from your knowledge or general knowledge and like how to cite something that's not necessarily a quote is like one of those things that's like hard for me.
I get that a lot because I've I struggle with because it's like, okay, I know this and I can find an article that also says this and backs up my claim, but to me this is common knowledge. So if I just write about it, then it's like it's my words. I'm using my words because I know about this, but what if my teacher doesn't know that I know this and thinks that I'm just not citing my sources? And
Right, because the
I don't
difference
know.
between citing general knowledge versus Like, because, like, sometimes I'm the duelist crayon in the crayon box. Other times, I'm the sharpest crayon in the crayon box. And I don't realize how dual everyone else is, and I think everyone else already knows this. Like,
Right.
I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like citing for me feels like, personally, the only time I feel like you should have to cite something is like if you are directly mentioning that source or if you are taking quotes from that source, in my opinion. But, I'm not the, author of the rule book. Like,
Right. Yeah. No, I agree with you.
because otherwise, technically, anytime you have a conversation, you should be citing everything you fucking say. Because
Right,
at
and
some
that's
point, you got it from someone, somewhere, at some point in some time.
exactly.
And nobody's going around citing themselves when they go like, oh yeah, I heard the other day on the news that so-and-so said this, but that so-and-so got their information from such and such a research study that I don't know what the research study's name is even called, but I'm talking about the research study because I saw it on the news. So you're going to cite the news source, then you're going to cite the source of the study, and like, no one does that.
Exactly.
We wouldn't have a conversation without plagiarism. Like, there are some
Right.
original thought, but really in this timeline, I don't think there's a whole bunch of it. We're all too influenced by
No.
each other and by what we take in, either subconsciously or consciously, and we hold on to things, whether they're factual or not, and we run with them. We run with them like wild. And confirmation bias, don't even begin with that. Like, yikes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like academics. I really don't. I think education is important, but I don't like the institution that is education.
I can get behind that. I think that it's very important to learn stuff. But I mean, in high school, I was getting like points taken away in like math classes because I wasn't doing it the way my teacher showed me. I found like a different way
Mm-hmm.
that made sense to me. But I was getting points off because I wasn't doing it the way he showed me how to do it.
Or you didn't show your work.
Yeah,
Like, you
and
got
it's
the
like,
right
okay,
answer, but you didn't show me how you got the right answer, so I'm just going to assume that you cheated.
yeah,
Or like, for instance, one of my biggest things, and I say this all the time, is that our grades are dumb. They're like, it doesn't make any sense to be like D's get degrees and be like, oh yeah, when it comes to, C's being a passing grade or, you did really well, you got a B. No, if the standard is A, because everything else is reductive from an A, then to not get an A means I did something wrong and I continually did something wrong to get my grade down to a C or down to a D. And there is no real recovery from a D or a C without extra credit. You can't
right,
build upon a grade that is a percentage of a whole.
yeah,
You just can't. So by nature, all the grade systems that we have are reductive. Like they're penalizing. They'll take away rather than to encourage growth or encourage learning. So like we should be getting graded on what we get right and not what we get wrong. Like if I were to redesign like the grading system, I would have it where there's a pool of possible questions or possible terminology, whatever you're trying to learn, right? And there's a standard. So out of that pool, if you decide to attempt 10 and get all 10 correct, then you would get like the passing grade of, let's say, a C. That pool is bigger than the 10, but you're required the 10. If you get 15 correct, then you can get a B. If you get 20 correct, you can get an A, right? You're not required to do the whole pool. You're not required to, like, be penalized, but you have that whole entire pool to attempt to get your 10 correct, to attempt to
Yeah.
get your C, or to attempt to get your A. So maybe the pool is 30, right? And to get an A, you need a 20. So you have 30 attempts to get an A. You have 30 attempts to get a B, 30 attempts to get a C, but you will get a C if you can get 10 correct. You will get a B if you get 20, or if you get 15 correct, and an A if you get 20. So no matter what you do, right, the idea is to grow, the idea is to pursue more and to better yourself, rather than to be like, oh, well, I got 1 wrong. I got 2 wrong. I got 10 wrong. Well, I've automatically failed because 10 out of 20 is 50%, or 10 out of 30 is, a C. Whatever it is, right? So instead of being reductive and counting down from a hole, you're adding to the hole by giving yourself choice and the opportunity to grow, rather than to penalize you for being human and making mistakes.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Like, I think it's really stupid. And I think it's really stupid that I went to my brother's high school graduation last year, and there was a student that, because the teachers offered, like, so much extra credit, which is, something people debate in the first place, the kid had a 4.7 GPA. Not a 4.0.
Oh.
A 4.7. I'm like, that should not even be something the school can legally allow.
Right.
Like, that's insane. I had never heard of anyone having a GPA above a 4.0, let alone, like, that high. And, like, the two valedictorians were, like, both above a 4.0. It's like, if we're gonna have a system and then break it for no reason, like, also, man, let those kids have a life.
Right.
Like, they don't need to spend every waking moment pursuing extracurriculars and extra credit, and, like, dang, that's insane. And then they're gonna get burnout, and then eventually they're gonna hit a wall when they realize that, the teachers no longer offer them the extras.
Right.
Yeah, I hate it. It's insane. I also
don't
hate the
even-
politics and the red tape that come with education too. That's always fun.
I fucking hate the politics of education.
I was studying to become a teacher for a while, and I decided after Uvalde not to.
I wanted to be a teacher at some point, but then I can't.
I can't, at least not in this country.
No.
Like that one university teacher that got fired recently.
Mhm.
Like, that's a story for sure.
Even I saw something on the news, or somewhere, I don't remember. A lunch lady got fired for giving kids that couldn't afford lunch, like actual lunch.
Yeah, it's
Like-
insane. Like, we can't even feed students. Like, our tax dollars can fund a lot of things, but they can't feed students.
Right, like it was going into like detail about how like the kids who can't afford lunches, they get food, but it's like a cheese sandwich.
If the school
And-
even does that, when I had been in school, at, like, one of the schools that I went to, there was always like the free reduced lunch program, and then kids would get like stamps every time like their account was like not not enough funds or whatever. But most of the
Mhm.
time when the kids would get like told they have no money, they were told that they could get like fruits or veggies from like the salad bar if they would be given like a empty boat, and then like in some cases if they weren't given that, like one of the schools as a meal, not even as like the free option if you're can't afford one, but as a meal they
Mhm.
were giving students like a cheese string and a giant sized like goldfish cracker.
What the
Like
fuck?
no joke, that was a meal option at one of the schools that I went to. And when I say giant sized goldfish cracker, I would say it was probably like 2 inches in length and like an inch and a half in width. And it was like a little brown goldfish. And it was made by like I think the actual company that makes the goldfishes, but it didn't have the same taste. And yeah, that was like one of the meal options.
That's crazy.
So like not every school district is the same for sure, and like not every school is the same. And like just to not even have protections for kids. And it's like you talk about how kids don't get good grades when they can't focus, and like sending a kid to school hungry and making them sit all day with no food in their system and then expecting them to do well is like setting up kids for failure. It's just wrong. I
Yeah,
mean,
because there have been
beyond that, just
studies.
feed the teachers too, for all I care. Feed everyone who has to be there.
Right. And I get that, like, a lot of schools are, like, underfunded, like, especially in Alabama. Alabama gives no fucks about the education system, um, unless you're in, like, a very rich area. Um, but, like,
Yeah, I don't know how it's done in Alabama, but here it's done based off of property taxes. So, like, if you live in a wealthier neighborhood, the schools are going to be better funded. If you don't live in a wealthy neighborhood where people don't own as many houses and the houses that are owned there don't have as high taxes on them, the schools are going to be underfunded.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how Alabama does it too. I know the two schools that I went to, like, they weren't the best, but like in the county that I grew up in, there was only like two schools that had like a lot of stuff, and that's because they lived in like areas where more people lived, and so they got more funding. And I don't know. My school, the second high school I went to had better lunches than my first high school. Like we actually like I could have just had salad every day if I wanted to.